wondering why they had their hand out the window, and finally I realized I was sweating a whole lot. I said, okay, I'm going to do it. And I put my hand out the window, and I put my whole arm out, and I come out, take my gas cap off. I took it out a little too far.
At 190 miles an hour?
Yeah.
So Marcus Ambrose out of the lead group to his pit stall, Gary.
Two-time Australian supercar champion with a brand new race car. Very excited about it this weekend, and he has been saying all along, keep an eye on us. He's been under the radar a little bit, but he has been a contender. Let's take a look now at his pit stop. We're anticipating routine service.
One thing I happen to see here, when they hit the lugs on the left front, a lot of brake dust. It'll be very interesting to see what happens here.
Tremendous amount of brake dust, Randy. We've seen that repeatedly on these cars in.
Ambrose. Top three Ambrose with a peek inside of Boris Said for second spot.
He's there.
Got him. Well, I talked to Ambrose here on Thursday. They had a full day of testing here at the racetrack on Thursday. And I talked to Ambrose during the break between the morning and afternoon sessions, and he had this huge smile on his face. Okay, that's not unusual for Marcus because that's his natural state of being. But he said, you know, his background is road racing. The Australian V8 Supercar Series is a road racing series. And he said, now I'm back where I feel like I'm more on even terms. The oval tracks, I'm learning oval track racing still, but this kind of racing, I'm back on equal terms with these guys, and he's showing it today.
All weekend. He's been fast all weekend long. Did they get guys built the new race car over there? Boy, it's doing well.
So the Aussie up to second spot now, behind Scott Pruitt. Of course, Marcus Ambrose, in his first full season of the NASCAR Busch Series, ran a partial schedule in the Craftsman Truck Series last year, and has told us on a couple of different occasions this year that he is loving racing and life in the United States.
Everything's brand new, it's exciting, it's fresh, you know, it's exactly what I came to America and to race NASCAR. It's been everything and more than I could have hoped for. So every day is just a surprise. I'm just happy to be around. The season's gone great for us. We've got a great sponsor who really looks after me. They know I'm a rookie out there on the racetrack, and they expect to have issues along the way. So if I have a good day or a bad day, they're still wrapped and I'm wrapped with them. So I mean, it's just been a great combination.
Ambrose with 27 wins in 2 championship seasons in the Australian V8 Supercar Series. Imagine being on top like that and coming over here and starting at the bottom again as a raw rookie.
Well, you know, anytime you play to your strengths, and this is one of his strengths, is road course racing. So he's here. He's doing a great job. I think he's sitting like 8th or 9th in points. So that team is very good. And today he's playing to his strengths. He has to make great advantages to his great drive here today.
Ambrose, it looks like on the backside of the course, puts a lot of pressure on Scott Pruitt. We'll see if Pruitt can get away from him again as they come to the big hairpin turn, or if that's where Ambrose tries to pounce. Scott Pruitt getting all kinds of pressure here. Is Ambrose going to try him for the lead? Here he is inside. Nice move, Marcus Ambrose.
59 likes the way the car is working. They say that they can give the lap 42. That would be to put them in the window to go the rest of the distance. So that's the strategy that they're playing out. It's a similar strategy being played out by the 33 car.
Force caution for the second time. Marcus Ambrose, the race leader here in Montreal. So far behind now, if these guys don't stop and they don't run out of fuel, he's got no hope of catching them.
No, that's right. I mean, Marcus is having a career day. He's just loving this. He's like, man, there's not many times I get to drive past Kevin Harvick. That's for sure.
And that was an important pass because now Ambrose is the first of the guys planning on not pitting anymore this race. Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Montreal. Marcus Ambrose is leading this NASCAR Busch Series inaugural event here. He's out in front of Scott Pruitt by 4 seconds. Ambrose is laying down some laps.
Yes, he is. He's been fast. I'm not sure if the crew guys say, okay, you can't make it on fuel. Just get as much of the lead as you can. So if you do have to stop, we're going to lose as little bit of track position as possible.
Season on the NASCAR Busch Series, but he said that halfway through the year, he's really begun to redirect his goals for the season.
Now we're at a point where You know, we're finishing on a regular basis. We're getting better and better in our performance. Our goals have changed. I think we need to run top 10 every week, at least hang around the top 10 more often than not.
They're talking about Ambrose still learning the oval track. You know, he's still going to speedways he hasn't been to yet. But he really has shown a lot of promise, and he's very well respected, I think, by his fellow drivers in the garage.
Oh, he has. You talk to anybody out there, and Marcus hasn't really made anybody mad yet. That's something that you know, is good for his side, because once you get into this sport, you know, it's very easy to really make somebody mad, especially on something on an oval that he's not accustomed to. He's been good on restarts. You know, if he does get a lap down, he gives the racers race room. So I tell you what, a lot of respect to Marcus.
Gary, want to talk about?
Green, 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 green.
Harvick inside of Pruitt for fourth place. Pruitt shuts the door on him. Harvick hits him back, and he gets Fellows. Big pile up down in turn 2.
Took out his teammate. Took out his own car he owns.
They're still running into each other trying to get through it. Brad Coleman involved, Ron Hornaday involved, and up front, Robby Gordon by Ambrose, who goes back on him. Caution flags waving.
Well, we'll wonder what the loops are with this thing. Boy.
There it is. Couldn't see that coming, could you?
Oh, that's...
Worst to first, and Kevin Harvick's name will go on the winner's trophy in the inaugural NASCAR Busch Series race at Montreal.